I've got brand new makeup, which means I now need an excuse to leave the house. So let's beat my face and try them out together. Starting off with the dupe product, this is the Primark Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Primer. It is £4.50 and it is the dupe of the Bobbi Brown, which let me just check how much it is. £48.50, and that's even reduced down from £54. One of you actually put me onto this, so shout out to you. I am not really a primer kind of girl. Oh, I think that's a little bit too much. Okay, cool. Relax. Relax, Telling. Primer isn't a thing that I think is very necessary, but I'm open to trying out new primers and seeing if it actually makes a difference to my makeup. Okay, that's actually blended out really nicely. Apologies if the lighting keeps changing. I am using natural lighting to give you guys the best look at this makeup. Eyebrows are now on. There's nothing new there to show. If you're interested, you can go and check out this video right here, which will show you how I basically do them. I've gone ahead and used my Mocha Mami Fenty Beauty bronzer on my eyelids, and today we're going to do like a pinky subtle kind of look, almost to match my little top that I'm wearing today. And the palette that I'll be using is this Beauty Bay Neutrals palette. I don't think it's got the recognition that it really truly deserves, because these colours and the pigment, I mean, freaking incredible. Like, look at that. Wow. The colour that I'm using right now is mauve, and it's this really pretty light pink colour. And now I'm going in with Iris at the outer corner to kind of create a little bit of a, I don't know, shadowy dimension effects. This is looking so cute. I'm very happy with it. To London, I have actually gone into administration, but I'm just going to go in with Glitter Squad here. I don't know whether to add it to my inner corner or just on my lid. I don't know. We'll do kind of like mid-lid, and so yeah, we'll do that. And this is kind of like a perfect way to turn maybe like a daytime look into a nighttime look, you know, just add a little bit of glitter. Now for mascara, I'm actually going to go in with the Isla Limitless Lash Mascara. I've used this once before and I made it a little short video, which you can see here, but I'm not entirely sure exactly how I feel about it, so we're going to give it another go. I have very, very small eyelashes, like really short eyelashes, and I'm even thinking of doing a series where I test out different mascaras on my really short eyelashes, because all I ever see is the long lashed girls, the blessed girls that are constantly doing the ads for, you know, the big brands, but no one really with short lashes. So we're gonna put this to the test. One thing I'll never get over is just how the wand feels really like naked. Like, it will scratch your eye if you're not careful. I don't know how to describe it. There's not that cushion that I feel like a majority of mascaras usually have. Why am I actually surprised? And I mean, it's not overly like dramatic, it's very natural, but you can definitely see the difference between this eye and this eye. This I definitely probably wouldn't pay £28. Sorry. And not to mention, as much as we all appreciate a nice aesthetic looking packaging, I mean, I've only literally used it once. I might go in a little bit later with these cluster lashes from Doll Beauty, which, as you can see, I love. And now we're going to move on to the face and to the one thing I've been so excited to try. Fun fact, this time last year I made a video unboxing a haul that I received, and I said this. Next up we've got this, what's the brand? Danessa Myricks, I think that is the brand. Danessa Myricks Beauty. Yep, I had no idea who Danessa Myricks is. I've actually just had to consult TikTok just to see how people are using it, and most people are using it under their foundation to kind of blur out any pores, mattify, etc. Now, I am a dry skin girly, but I don't put any powder on my forehead, so I do find that that does kind of tend to shine a little bit more than the rest of my face. It looks so nice. Oh my gosh, I feel like I could just eat it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Apply, is that enough? I don't know. Okay. I think I put too much on. I'm gonna take some down here as well. It feels really nice and like smooth, like almost like gliding on. And now what I'm going to do is just kind of let it sit and marinate into the skin a little bit more. Okay, at first I was a little bit skeptical, but I do feel like it's kind of worked. I don't know, it's hard because I cannot really tell exactly what I'm looking for. When I look at my face, I feel like I feel like these areas, especially my forehead here, I know I've touched it a little bit, it does feel less shiny than it was before. Now maybe I'm going to put a 50-50 so we can kind of see the difference. And now for the foundation. The foundation of choice today is a MAC Studio Radiance Serum Powdered Foundation. They did very kindly send me 3 different shades. One which I'll be giving away to a family member. Another which, I mean, I don't know, maybe a winter, not winter, definitely not winter. Maybe a summer shade, who knows. And the shade that I will be using is the NW55, which looks like this. Oh my gosh, this hair is getting a little bit out of hand, I think. I do actually have a discount code for Look Fantastic, which you can purchase the majority of these products that I'm showing you today. I'll have it up here somewhere, maybe throughout the video, and also in the description box as well. Off camera, I've gone in and done my HMB concealer, as you can see. And now we are going to move on to the MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. Oh my gosh, it's so long. This is in the shade NW40. I do think it is a little bit too bright for me, but YOLO. Maybe a little bit down the bridge, yeah. Here as well, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I think my skin right now looks amazing, if I do say so myself. I am still a little bit conflicted as to whether the blurring balm actually worked, but I don't know, I feel like my skin looks really nice and healthy and glowy. Speaking of glowy and radiant, next up I'm going to use these strobe highlighters and blushes from MAC Cosmetics, and I'm going to go in with Plummy Bear and use that almost as a contour. Next up I'm going to go in with these 2 shades for the actual blush. First shade is Magic Aura and the other one is Good Vibes. Are you guys seeing that glow it's giving me already? Like, who is that? Honestly, I feel so pretty right now. To set my face today, I'm going to go ahead and use the Makeup Forever setting powder. The new thing that I'll be trying out today is the Made by Mitchell eye lights. Again, like I mentioned, I am a dry skin girly, so I always stayed away from powder like this, basically. I've used it in multiple different ways and I'm yet to kind of find out which way I like. Okay, I think that's bright enough, right? Now I need to blend this out. Is this a little bit too light? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh! One of my favourite ever products is this right here. It is a lip stain from Wonder Skin. This is in the shade Whimsical, and it is so good if you just want to look more put together than, you know, the effort that you actually put in. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup whilst this is setting on my lips, and we can come back to complete the look together. And now for my lips, I'm going to use a combination of basically everything that you can see here. These are all from Rimmel London, and as you can tell, they are brand new. First of all, I'm going to go in and line my lips with the Rimmel London Lasting Finish lip liner in the shade, oh, 790 Brownie Pie. And then I'm going to go in with the Thrill Seeker lip liner pen. Now I have actually used this before and it is a little bit like a lip tint, but I'm just going to go and kind of go over the predominant parts of my lips basically. It smells really nice as well. What I'm going to do is to show you what the swatch looks like at the back of my hand. So this is the shade Red Velvet. Ooh. Okay, that was a lot of product. And this one is in the shade Bubblegum. Oh my gosh, they're both so pretty. And they smell amazing as well. Oh, I think because this is a very pinky kind of girly look, I will go in with Bubblegum and see what it looks like in the middle of my lips. This lip, I am actually obsessed. Quickly to finish off the video because storage full, I'm going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray Mist. I actually am not a fan of this product. It's probably up to here and I've used it maybe like 3 times, 4 times, and each and every time my makeup transfers, my makeup doesn't stay the same. Not to mention the hairspray feeling and just oh my god. Whoever told me to curl my hair when it was partially wet? Okay guys, this is the finished look. How do you like it? What do you think turned out really well? What don't you like? Please feel free to let me know in the comments. I will be coming back. Oh my god. Oh, my face. Honestly, I'm never using this ever again. But I will be coming back in a few hours to show you how the makeup is holding up and to kind of go through really quickly what I liked and what I didn't like. Oh, editing telling here, I do apologise. I decided to get a little bit lit that night and completely forgot to come back and show you what the makeup looks like. However, I thought I would kind of run through the whole routine and the new products, telling you whether I actually recommend them or not. The primer genuinely made my skin feel really moisturised and soft to the touch, which I really like. As it was recommended to me, I can only presume it's a good budget-friendly alternative to the Bobbi Brown primer. I'm not a primer girl, so I'll give it a 3 out of 5 as it has potential, but I just need to use it with my own routine. Cannot big up this product any more than I already have. Blends beautifully, and if I really had to pick anything, it would be that it's a bit big. A solid 5 out of 5 from me. Pretty but impractical. The white packaging looks nice, but for me personally, it gets dirty very quickly, and for that reason alone, I would not repurchase this product. Also, didn't really do anything for my short lashes. This one is a 2 out of 5. Danessa. I mean, there was definitely some blurring in play. I was a little bit underwhelmed. I'm sorry, I was. I think it's definitely better for the oilier girlies. We'll give it another go and I will use up the product, so I'll be giving it a 3 out of 5. The foundation was amazing, lightweight, buildable. It's got a really nice glowy finish, as you guys saw. I do think the colour match is slightly off, as I didn't choose exactly which shades to get. However, I will still give it a 5 out of 5. Now, I'm a little bit conflicted about the concealer. I think it's definitely too light for my skin complexion. However, I think what I need to do is to get a slightly darker shade and use it by itself. Creasing definitely did occur, so I'm a little bit on the fence with this one, so 3 out of 5. Onto one of my favourite products of this video. They're universal, buildable. I think they would look beautiful on any skin complexion. They are so multi-purpose. I've used them on my eyes, I've used them on my lips, I've used them on my face. So what's there not to love there? And honestly, I cannot wait to go on holiday with them. 5 out of 5. A potential culprit of the creasing under my eyes could also be these pressed powders. My application definitely needs tweaking. I think I got a little bit excited and I ended up looking a little bit like Casper, even at the end of the day, hours later. I've seen so many strategies of these being used, so I kind of need to find what works for myself. We'll be giving it a 3 out of 5. There was not a single miss in any of these products here for my lip. However, the real star of the show had to be the butter gloss. I did my makeup at around 12 PM and it was still going strong, the lip combo. This same lip combo was still going strong by 6 PM. No top-ups, no anything. Now granted, I hadn't actually ate. I hadn't actually ate up until that point. Once I did have to top up on it. Rimmel London, I was not aware of your game. I think this one's self-explanatory, don't you? See you in the next one, girlies.